Okay, what's up, guys? So this is part two. I'm gonna be adding on just a little bit more. And first off, I want to thank you guys for every one of you guys for commenting. Some of you guys commented and gave some good advice. So continue to comment. I'll do my best to reply as soon as I can, and let's keep it rolling. So anyway, adding on to part one, logging your catch. So say for example you catch a moy. What I used to do back then was go on my phone and I'll log it in. Basically look for the date, the time you caught it, the tides, and also wave heights. So I'll go to the surf report, figure out how big the waves were at that time, look at the tide charts, if it was on the rise, on the bottom, in the middle, going up, going down. So all that stuff, you could just log it on your phone. So, you can always look back to see if you're going back to that spot. Oh yeah, and location. So if you go back to that spot, okay, at this time I caught it when the tide was coming up and the waves was 2 to 3, for example. So that's one good way to, kind of follow up with your notes. I had like logs of where I went, basically the wave height, tide. So after a while, you'll understand that spot is only good to go when the tide is low, or just using it for example, if there's waves, if it's too big, low tide, high tide, all that good stuff. But so that's one thing. Number two, trying to decide color. I was just messaging somebody earlier about colors, and I feel like Campania has a lot of proven colors for moy, and we take them out to the zones all the time. And my word of advice is use a color that you're confident with. If you're throwing something out and you're thinking, I don't know about this color, I think this color's you got to fish confidently. You have to go out there and be like, yep, this color, you kind of put it two and two together, like, okay, yeah, it's gonna match the bait fish, or kind of reminds you of this, kind of reminds you of that. So what you want to do is choose a color, be confident, or just go to CampaniaLures.com. All the colors that we have on there caught moys. So that's number two. Number three, conditions, what to look for. I spoke about this on my podcast a couple of times. So what I like to look for is the water. It has to be like churning a lot, basically like a washing machine. You know how the waves go in and out, and they'll have pockets where the water's just completely churning. That's one spot where moy likes to hang out. And it doesn't have to be that far. It could be like 3 feet in front of you. But it has to be, I guess, the sets in between, it has to be consistent. It can't just be boom, whitewash, then wait, it gets flat. Moys don't like that. They like constant churning, white water, all that other good stuff. So tides, the waves in between sets has to be consistent. If it's just boom, boom, wait for a minute or two, then you'll see it like glass, then not a good time to go. So what you want is a lot of surge. Like I said, water churning just like a washing machine. Pockets, look for pockets. That's why they have those feelers. They basically bottom fish on the bottom. They grab whatever they want, crabs, shrimp. So whenever you see areas where there's shelves as well, and the water's washing over shelves and it's churning on the bottom, guess what? Moys like that too. But yeah, anyway, that's gonna conclude part two. If you guys want part three, and we can talk about part three, we can add on whatever you guys feel like. Just comment below and let me know what we should talk about in part three. But I'm hoping that this helps out just a little bit. We want you guys to go out there, catch some fish, catch some moy, prepare it for your family, and enjoy. Thanks for watching. Like I said, comment below. Shoots.